Hi guys, it's Alston. In this video, we are going to take a look into a product called FYI.to. It is a content curation platform which helps you to create smart list or smart pages or a bio link kind of a pages to all the web resources you give. So the simplest definition is, so whatever the web resources can be a web pages, links, social media post, videos, images, PDF, anything can be like that. When you give it a set of link, it will automatically create a cool looking smart list based on those links for your need. So that is what FYI does, but the use cases for it is going to be ranging differently depending on each user preference. In this video, I'm going to showcase some of the use cases of the product. I'll be showing you how to actually create a smart list page and also showing you all the features and functionalities available within FYI platform, and finally we'll be also sharing some tips and tricks for in order to get some more additional benefits within this also. And before I go into it, there is both a free and paid version also available for this product. For the paid, there is currently a deal going around, so if you are interested, I will leave the referral link and non-referral link in the video description. If you click on referral link, I will get a small commission, but does not affect your purchase price, but helps me to create more videos like this. Okay, without further ado, now let me directly jump into the product and explain it to you by the use cases to give you a better understanding. First, you can see this is the platform, but I'm not going to show you how to create the platform pages now. I'm going to show you some examples. For example, in this, you can see I have created a smart page listing out all the Black Friday deals list, where you can see I have given the title, subtitle, I can control the background, I can control the color with all the links, a deal list where I want to give it out to the link, all the pages I'm creating. So this is a simple smart list. And if I go into another example of it, where I have created another smart list where it's sort of like a very minimalistic LMS system, where if I want to give out to a student to follow a SEO course of mine, I just can give out this SEO basic link where when a student comes into the list, they see the title, they see the description, they know who this particular course is coming from. I have created a bio card here, and I have gave out all the chapters in the YouTube video in a logical order, where user can play the video within this section itself. They can obviously make it embed or even directly go into the YouTube platform. So this is another example of how I am using it. There is a third example where you can use it something like a digital business card, where if it's really good for social media pages, where you are only allowed to give one link, especially like something like Twitter or Instagram. You can give this link on your bio, so when the user clicks on it and comes into this page, you can see I have cool looking menus into different options. I have created a title, description, and also I have created various different cards. We are making sure that all the ways users can possibly connect with me, from YouTube, my digital agency, Udemy profile, LinkedIn, all these sort of like. And let me show you another example of another person. This is not my personal smart list, but here you can see they have created a smart list for a list of books for entrepreneurs. So let's say, for example, there's a discussion going around, user is asking for what is the best entrepreneurs books to follow. If they have created a smart list like this, rather than just giving out Amazon link or some third-party links in a random order, you can just give out this link or link it in your article on your blog or something like that. When the user comes into it, it automatically shows all the books you have added into this with the nice little image, title, description, and also when you click on it, it automatically links out your link, so it can be affiliate link depending on your need. And also when you are linked this on a blog post, you don't need to change it. In case if you want to suggest couple of different books, you don't need to edit any of the front end URLs. You just enter at the back end all the changes, and it will be automatically reflected within the smart list itself. Let me show you final example before moving forward, where you can see all these examples are from FYI FYI.to. But if I go into this example, you can see we also, for the premium plan, we are also able to create custom smart list on our own unique domain as well. So rather than using their own domain, we can use that. We can give, for example, this is some sort of event and they are giving all the different resources or directions to that event with the title, description and all the different one. And we also do have the ability to import all the third-party scripts, chatbot or any JavaScript oriented services, HTML stuff also possible. So these are some of the use cases of Smartlist, FYI.Smartlist. Let me show you how you can start using it. For example, that is the main thing. So I'm going to show you. Here I have tried to create an example for you guys where I have created a text document with all sort of different links. For example, you see I have one link for my personal domain, I have a YouTube video link, I do have a short link of my affiliate link, I have a post link within my digital marketing blog, I have my Twitter profile link, I have a Twitter social media post link, example post, and there is also a PDF link. So in order to create a smart list, all I need to do is I need to copy whatever the links I want. I come into my dashboard, or after you logged into it, just paste those links into this and you can see automatically it tries to create all the smart list for me. You can see it automatically takes up my featured image, it took my meta title, description, you can see all this. Even the PDF is automatically embedded within this, and you can see the YouTube video also embedded into it. I just can click on it and it will automatically start playing into that, and you can see this is my Twitter post and it automatically grabbed the post data and all those stuff. And you can see this is my social media profile. In case if it haven't able to find any content for it like images, we can edit inside the smart list as well. So that is the reason I wanted to share this example here. Once you pasted it, you can create a new smart list based on this, or create append to one of the existing smart lists. For example, I have all these different smart lists. If I want to append this smart list within that, I can do that as well. So I'm going to click on create new smart list, and you can see it immediately asking couple of different options. Either I can give a cover image to my smart list, something like this one or this one or this one. We can give any sort of cover images, and we can also give title for Smartlist. For example, video demo 1, video demo description. Let me do something like that and click on confirm. And you can see once I clicked on confirm, now it will start and go and create a smart list for you. You can see the smart list was created successfully. When I click on open, now it will open up that particular smart list which I have created, where I have all the control with the permalink. I can click on edit and I can change the permalink here. You can see the permalink, I can customize it, I can change the title, I can change the description, I can change the cover image again, I can also change the color option of it. You don't get full color customization, but they do have some predefined colors, so you can choose whichever the one you want. And you can also add a media URL, something like a YouTube or something, where you can get something like this within your header itself to play or something like that. So those are the options which is available for you here. So I'm just going to click on save to just keep all those changes and show you the smart list. You can see now the smart list is automatically created within couple of seconds. Let me also show you how it will look on us for the user or visitor who are visiting it. I'm going to open a private window right now and show you how it will look like for the user. So when the user comes in, you can see all is automatically attached, the video is automatically linked, or even the social media post was automatically grabbed, and video link. So that is how it will show for the user and how easy it is to create the smart list. The next options available include something like filtering and arranging smart list, where in order to do that, you click on edit and you can edit it by dragging and dropping. For example, you can see, let me drag this and it tracked. This is the only part which I don't like, to be honest, where it is still not perfect. For example, you can see when I do that, it goes below, and if I took it down, it goes below. There is a small trick where it's much more easier to edit this stuff when it's on a mobile view. For example, something like this where it's everything is done like this. So here I have better controllability. For example, let me take this into putting here. I want this to be on the top of the screen, and we can do all this in a mobile layout and close it out. Then it will automatically have this work. But I would prefer to see all the editing part within the desktop version itself. But it's a trick right now to convert into a mobile layout, and you can arrange it. And the next negative feedback within FYI for me is that once you created some sort of smart list like this, from the front end, there is no filtering available for the user. For example, when a user comes into the smart list, something like this, they are not able to like filter out. Let's say, for example, in this case, I have only a bunch of cards. But if this smart page has like hundreds of different cards, there is no way for me to filter it out or go into different categories. There is a roundabout way to do that by creating sub smart pages and linking those smart pages, and when user goes into that page and creating it can work. I have done it also, but that is too much work. But I would prefer to see as something like a easy filtering, like I can tag or I can filter different categories for all the different cards, and when the user clicks on something, it automatically shows those cards as well. So that is one suggestion from me from how to use it for filtering and arranging as well. And we have already seen how to set up all the titles and everything. You are not only able to control the header section of these things, but you can also have a footer call to action option also available for you. For example, when you come to the footer, you just click on edit option here. Inside that, you can change the footer text for something like buy my ebook or something like that. You can give that, and you can choose either a button link or an email field to collect email list for you, where when you click on button link, you can see shop at amazon.com or something like that, and give a link for that particular one. And I'm going to click on save, and you can see automatically it converted the footer into something like a CTA option. When I click save now, and when the user visit to this particular page now, they will see all the header, all this option, but they will also see the footer link where it automatically will have this CTA option also. For example, you can see once I come down, you can see this, it shows the footer link as well. So you are able to control that as well. And you can also create, for example, you can set up all this header, styling, cover image. If you don't want to create it every single time, rather you would prefer to have some kind of a default header settings and also default footer settings. Obviously, you can set control that also within FYI. In order to do that, you go into the dashboard, you go into the settings sections of it, and inside the settings option, you have the control of setting all the default, including cover images. Header link is where the menu links for your smart list, something like this. You can set it up here. For example, you have up to 3 different links you can add it for this platform. You can change the color scheme here. You can change the smart footer list also here from here. So these are all the default or design related options available for you. Now let me show you some sort of viewing option which is available. For example, once we created a smart list, it automatically made it as a public, but we are not limited only to public. We can obviously have private or controlled access as well. In order to do that, let me go into the edit section and let me turn this into a private smart list. So when that happens, it's not going to show for everyone. Let me go into this. and paste that particular list URL here, and you can see automatically that list is didn't show, and it shows that access is denied because this is a private smart list. So in case if you want to create private smart list, sort of like your personal knowledge base or links collection, you can do that as well. And you can also give access to some users. For example, when you click on edit this smart list, when you come into this section where it shows add, and if you hover over this icon here, they show ways to invite a collaborator or show share my smart list with that particular user, but they need to have at least a free FYI.to account in order to work, where you just click on add symbol and type out whatever their FYI name, something like, let's say, test1, and click on enter. Then automatically the person with this particular username on FYI will be able to view this document. And if I want to give a collaborator access where they can edit all those stuff, we put this and symbol and give that particular username, and when they do that, we give collaborator access as well. So you control with the public, private, or viewing only for some members which you decide, or a collaborator option with the members you decide. So those options are available. Once you've done that, you just need to click on save and it's just finished. Now let me show you some other option which is available from a visitor point of view. It's open right now, and from a visitor point of view, you just not only able to see all the different links here, but when they click on these three dots, they have couple of different options where they can bookmark or like save this particular smart list within their FYI.to page, so they can access anytime using going into this particular section of this. Let me go into the dashboard and let me do that. And by clicking on the board icon, they will be able to see all the bookmarked options there. We also have the option to add these contents into another smart list of our choosing. We also can follow this smart list if we want. We also have the option to share the smart list within all the different options as well. And we can also clone this particular smart list. So if a person has created a smart list, as I mentioned, it's a content curation platform. I want to duplicate this particular smart list or something like that. I can click on it by cloning, and it will be automatically clone that smart list into whatever the things you want. So that is a nice cool trick as well. Now let me show you one more positive factor for FYI, where these are actually is good backlinks to your SEO efforts as well, but it's not powerful because it is not a subfolder backlink, but it's a subdomain backlink, so you are not going to be getting huge SEO powers, but nevertheless still you are able to get or do follow backlink from all these options. For example, let me copy this and let me go into the Google and type this particular, let me put FYI.to. You can see over 40,000 different index results are there. So we know that these links are indexable on Google, and they do also become sort of like a web 2.0 backlink. Again, not really super powerful since it's not subfolder, but still it is a subdomain backlinks for any smart pages you create within FYI.to platform. The next tip is like you can also create some recommended cards as well. For example, when you share this particular page with the user, everything is just, it's the same thing. But let's say, for example, I want to highlight this particular card into a cool manner. I can do that by clicking on this particular recommend card and copying. Let me do that and let me copy the link for that. Now rather than giving out this link, when I share this particular link to the user, and when they come to this particular link, you can see it will be automatically marked as a recommended for you with an animation with the button, and the user has a clear understanding, okay, this is something important. So when they click on OK, then this will be visible. You also have a cool control here where when you put something like underscore at the last part of the URL, when you have this option, when the user clicks on open, rather than closing out this, it will open up whatever the this card is linking to it, it will open to that particular page. So that is the highlight card option which is available within FYI. Now let's take a look into all the analytics option. Again, they are lacking on analytical part, to be honest, where they give sort of like a notification for all the Smartlist clicks, number of links clicks, but it's very minimalistic, where we actually don't know where it's getting clicked, which of the cards are getting clicked, where the users are coming from. I would prefer to get a much more deep insights onto analytics, but they show the link clicks and also they show the sort of like a view or clicks count. Again, not a fan of this particular metrics, but from the analytical point of view, these are the two metrics you are able to get data within FYI.to platform. Now let me show you some more information on their dashboard itself, where once you logged into your dashboard, you will see something like this, where you can create smart list from here. You will able to access and see all your personal smart lists which you have created from here. You can obviously move around and see all the different smart lists have you created. Here it will show all the featured smart list with which FYI have featured on different purposes. News section is their video and also our personal RSS feed. Again, these might not be relevant for you or not suitable, but these are the option which is available, and you can also control these option as well. For example, when I go into the settings sections of it and scroll down, you can see this is the RSS setting. I can disable videos, I can turn on the video, I can disable news, all this. I can also create up to 3 different RSS feed. Again, I don't find this very super useful for me, but these are the options which is available within your dashboard within FYI.to. You also have the option to connect various tracking and analytics scripts. For example, within the settings page itself, you have the option to connect to a Google Search Console, Google Analytics, set up a pixel for Facebook ID, LinkedIn Insight, Twitter pixels also available. Not only that, the FYI.to platform also has a partnership with something called Skimlinks, where it is an affiliate partnership network where they have over 48,000 members, merchants available with Skimlinks. The idea behind it, when you are partnered with Skimlinks, you are provided with a site ID. You just paste that particular site ID here, and when you paste any direct link where the Skimlink as partnership with all the merchants, it will automatically convert those direct links into your own affiliate link. So when a conversation takes place or sales takes place, you will get that commission through your Skimlinks as well. So that option is also available for you right through here. And you also have the option to set up your own domain here as well. As I mentioned, for this particular example, rather than using FYI.to, they are using a custom domain. So in case if you want to use something like that, you can set up your vanity domain or your personal white label domain. You can see the instructions on their support on how to do that, and that is possible as well. And now let me show you how you can customize this personal profile section here, where when I click on it, it will show some sort of a profile of my personal details within the FYI platform. I can do the changes here as well. For example, in order to make any changes here, go into the profile and click on edit profile. You have the control to change the profile image, name, something like a tagline, and you give the URL for your website, and also email address. You can control these as well within your FYI platform. And you can also include third-party scripts, CSS, JavaScript, something like you can embed something like this if you want. You can see it shows all the different ones. This is not natively provided by FYI, but you can subscribe to various third-party services. You can have third-party chatbot, live chatting or something like that, or pop-up, social proof advertisements or anything like that. Once you have that, you just need to come into the settings pages and you can paste the embedded code here, and it will automatically show that particular widget or something within your smart pages also. So that is the third-party scripts and CSS. Now you are not only limited to give this URL directly, but obviously you can embed this URL into iframe within your own websites also. Let me show you an example. You can see now I'm on the back end of my WordPress blog. In order to do that, I'm going to click on HTML widget and I'm going to paste a iframe code. I will leave this code in the description also in case if you are interested. Basically, I'm iframing this particular smart list. Let me remove this and giving a width and height, and I'm going to embed this within my web page itself rather than as a link. Let me show you how it will look like. It's not perfect, but it's still an option for you. You can see it is like embedded within this. I obviously can control the width of this. For example, I can control the width, I can control the height also possible. For example, do something like this, and based on your website design, how you have set up, what kind of page dimension you have given, this smart list also will change. The reason it's not changing for me, this is the maximum width I have allocated for my website blog post templates. But let's say, for example, you don't want these kind of header, footer, all these things. For example, if I scroll down, you can see the footer, you see the header option. There is a tip or trick within FYI where if I go into in this thing and enter something like embed that. So these are some cool tricks you can do it within this. So when you click on do that, now it will remove both the header and footer of your smart pages. For example, let me show you how it will look like. And you can see now it is showing me the smart list without the header and footer. So this is a small tip within this FYI platform. You can use this kind of iframe to embed. It's not a perfect solution, but if you want to do it, the option is available for you as well. Now the next point is like you also don't need to come into your FYI dashboard in order to create all the new or adding links to your smart list. They do have a Chrome extension, so in case if you want to have installed in it, you can use this to install within your Chrome or Chromium platform, and you can create smart list or add links to your smart list or board from with this extension also. So I will leave this link also in the description for you guys. The next feature I want to highlight is something called combine cart, which I don't personally use it. I'm also not 100% sure on how to use this perfectly, but it's out of like where you can combine a destination URL with a different media link, for example YouTube, Giphy or anything like that, where when you share this particular link through your something like LinkedIn, it will take show that particular Jiffy preview, and it will link and give it to the direct domain as well, a direct link you have given. I don't know how it works, and it from what I've talked with the founder, it's currently not able to work on all the platform. For some platform it still works, for LinkedIn it's still working, so depending on that you can try it out, but I don't have any personal experience with this as well. Now let me show you some integrations available within FYI. Where they have given sort of like a information where they have shown all the different possible services which you can embed into a cart. You can embed Amazon stuff, you can embed GIF, you can embed forms or survey, embed command, you can embed PDF presentation on Izu, Kickstarter, Instagram, LinkedIn, SoundCloud, all the NPR, TED Talks, Twitter, streaming, Spotify, Vimeo. These are some of the suggestions, but they do tend to work out on almost all the different web resources sharing. It's just trying it out and see whether this is working for you or not. But these are the official ones they have given. They are also working on API within FYI. I don't have any experience on this particular matter, so I am going to give out the link where the co-founder has explained bit more onto their API stats, what they are working on, and they have also given a link for the documentation which I will be sharing on the description, because I have no personal experience, but they do share these kind of API within Smartlist in order to do that. And final point before I close out this video is that I want to share their Facebook community as well, where you can see this is their Facebook community only for the paying customer, where within this community they share cool updates on various new features. Users discuss around with all the different components and different users. Whenever new features gets into the play, they will announce into it, and also it's really good to get help from other existing users as well. So I will leave this description link for this group as well. So overall, that is what FYI does. I went through it very quickly because it was all sort of different tips and things. There is no flow here, and I hope the video was able to understandable for you, and you can make an informed decision whether this is something needed for you. Again, it's not going to be suitable for everyone. It's going to be targeted toward a specific audience group, so you can make a decision now on whether this is needed for you or not. I hope you have enjoyed this video. To see more videos like this, please do click on subscribe button, and if you have any further questions, feel free to ask me and I will be happy to clear out any doubts or questions of you. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Cheers.